This is David Draymond from the band Disturbed, coming at you in support of the Insert Title Here podcast, the only podcast that has ever existed in the history of all of podcast ever. They are hosted by this one weird guy who I owed a favor to because he saved me once when I was on the street bleeding out, having had been stabbed by someone named Gregory Jones. Gregory, I am coming for you.
Depression inside of me. I'm in the darkness and under me.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Insert Title Here. I'm Alexander Mogus, also known as Satahara. My co-host over here are very happy to be on this auspicious episode that David Draymond himself is now sponsoring. Why don't you take it away, Mr. Devon, and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Devon VO, and I haven't listened to a Disturbed song in 3 weeks, and he just broke my streak. So thanks, David.
That's pretty dope. I'm Adam, aka Technical Cake Mix, and I'm currently eating Australian licorice because the only way I can put up with Xander's bullshit is to binge eat.
Oh boy! So he gets to edit out all the chewing while you're recording. That's fun.
Please stop eating.
I'm pulling away to chew.
It still picks it up. Oh god, it still picks it up. The last time you ate something, I had to go through and meticulously cut out all the little instances where you're not talking, and then when you are talking, I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? Because if I processed it too much, then it would just cut out like the words you were saying too. It was awesome.
Right. Oh my god, it was the first episode when I was super drunk and I just grilled and I was like eating a burger the whole way through the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You were definitely grill pilled there. That's like 2 episodes in a row. We've now said the phrase grill pilled.
We're making it a thing.
Been more than 2 episodes because we've definitely spoken about grilling way more than that.
Yeah, I said in a row though. So, what do you guys think of the new Disturbed song you just heard? Pretty neat, huh?
It's a song.
It needs more metaphors about kicking Palestinian children in the head for it to be a real Disturbed song, you know?
Who's got a point?
That literally is not any of the Disturbed songs that have ever existed. So I don't know. I do not. The views and opinions of Technical Cake Mix do not reflect the views and opinions of Satahara. Insert title here. It's the Horse. Devon VO. Disturbed. David Draymond or the David Draymond Experience. All views expressed are his own.
That's a joke we haven't done in a while.
Anyway, we managed to avoid that one for a couple episodes somehow.
Right? So I had an interesting weekend.
No, you didn't.
I did though.
Okay, what? Did a unicorn pop out of the sky and go, Prince Devon, you've been chosen to save the entire universe from the evils of Dr. Wily. And you're like, Dr. Wily, like from Mega Man? Is like, yes, from Mega Man. You're the best Mega Man player who's ever Mega Man in the entirety of Mega Man. And we pick you, the chosen child. And then you went and did a Mega Man adventure and beat Dr. Wily and came back and kissed your wife.
No, that's not what happened.
Well, then I'm sorry, then you didn't have as good a weekend as me.
Okay. Well, I still had I was going to say I had an interesting weekend. So, here in where I live, there was a anime convention that had happened. Not anime, no, a horror convention for free in a local mall. And my wife and I went and checked it out because we didn't know what was going on because we just saw the mall was like full of people. And we went to the mall and there was like a bunch of like stands up and people were buying stuff and people were in cosplay. I'm just like, oh, shit. I want to come back and cosplay, but we didn't. But while we were there, Ale, she went to get a tarot reading done. And while she's getting a tarot reading, there was literally a person in a fursuit. And I was just like, oh, for the love of God. And they're making squeak. No, I have no attraction towards that sort of thing.
Did they have boobs?
I don't remember. Maybe. I couldn't tell.
It's kind of hard to tell underneath all that fursuit, to be fair.
Anyway.
What about the cake, though?
I wasn't looking. But here's the thing. They weren't talking. They were squeaking the whole time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they were one of those, like, fully in character, and the way they were talking was through squeaks. I was just like...
Were they saying the word squeak like Emperor's New Groove, or were they making squeak sounds?
They're making squeak sounds. But it was like... in the mask, I guess, it was like squeaking was like happening, like an actual squeak toy or whatever. I don't know. It was driving me fucking insane while she was getting her tarot reading, and I wanted to like grab this furry and suplex them through a table.
Was somebody translating their squeaks for them, or were people just interpreting what they were saying?
I think just people were interpreting what they were saying.
Well, I said that is Flammenwerfer territory. That is straight up Hans Gitzi Flammenwerfer. We are dealing with the furry menace now.
It's like, look,
Devon's persona, Papa Devon, does not claim any ownership over the person who was squeaking.
Papa what?
Papa
Devon?
Devon?
I thought it was Brother Bear.
He's a brother bear, but he's like, he's Papa.
Okay, for the last fucking time, I don't have a persona. Okay,
but sorry, you're saying about the squeaky furry.
Right. So like, I just like, here's the thing. Like, you could do that sort of stuff. That's fine. But like, could you do it at like just a fur con or something like that? Like, not like a free con where like there are kids walking around and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
look at Devon over here trying to segregate people into like little places where they can and can't go.
That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying keep it away from the kids.
Fair
it's kind of weird.
Like,
think of the children.
The furry thing does pretty easily cross the line at times, I've noticed.
I'm not gonna get there because then I would probably get us banned on something, so I'm not gonna keep going.
Who remembers glomping? Is glomping still a thing, or has that gone the way of the dodo?
I hope it's gone.
It was cringe then, and it's cringe now, man.
I haven't thought about glomping in like
touching anybody without their explicit
time.
Consent is super fucking cringe, bro.
It is cringe, bro. Don't get in my personal space, bro. Don't get my personal space.
What con was it I was at? There was like competitive glomping where these two people in fursuits were like running at people and just like hug tackling them. And they were like wearing these padded fursuits and they would like jump and like hit the ground, but they'd slide because they were so padded. It was so fucking weird. I remember like one of them looked at me and I just gave this look back of touch me. And I don't care how much fucking, padding you've got around that face mask, you will have broken teeth.
Competitive glomping implies the existence of casual glomping.
I mean, yeah, that's what you do with your friends. Like, if you see Devon and go, Devon! And he goes, Xander! You're allowed to glomp because consent is implied, and that is casual glomping. Competitive glomping is when they get weird and fucking wild with it.
No, see, Devon and I saw each other again. It wouldn't be us hugging each other. It would be us say, what's up? What's up? And then we would try to high five awkwardly. But in the middle of trying to high five, we'd burst into tears crying and both fall on the floor, sobbing on each other, and then start hugging.
I know what you do. I know what you do. You two watch
we
too much
both try to be cool,
and
then both lose our cool in front of everybody that we know and love.
Not even close. You two watch too much fucking Gurren Lagann. You'd run at each other and go, Devon! Xander! And then you punch each other in the face at full force.
No, we only do that when we're depressed.
Yeah, and even then, that didn't really do much. It's just kind of fun, like punching each other in the face.
It helped. What are you talking about?
It didn't help me sort anything out, but it did feel good to punch you in the face, if I'm being honest. I have this theory. So I have this theory that, like, if we were able to punch each other in the face every once in a while, we would all have a little bit less aggression. And the fact that we're all constrained into, like, these little, like, avenues and stuff, and, like, can't take out, like, some of our animalistic urges to, like, hunt and, like, take out some of the aggression and shit, we're more, like, prone to, like, doing stupid shit, like, I don't know, like assisting the Spinosaurus to take down an entire fucking dimension of David's or something like that.
Can I make a recommendation instead of punching
David
each other?
Arquette would do, but that's just me. So I feel like that's what I got out of punching Devon. It wasn't so much that him punching me helped me, but me punching him helped me, and not because I wanted to punch him, but because feeling, just that feeling of your fist against something is pretty nice.
You know what you could punch instead of a person, right?
Chicken.
They make punching bags. They've made them for best part of a century now. They're usually filled with stuff that you can impact the fist, and it's designed to feel like skin, so you get the satisfaction of punching something without actually hurting somebody else or your hand.
Yeah, but you could punch chicken instead and make chicken parmesan.
What are you, Goku? How fast has Goku got to slap a chicken for it to fry?
No, seriously. If you use a meat mallet to make some chicken parmesan chicken instead of punching it, I'm gonna be really mad at you. You're not doing it right. You gotta punch the chicken.
Actually, to be fair, I typically don't use a mallet because I find that shred the chicken. I typically use like a rolling pin and I bang, 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 and then
he beats his meat with a pin, dude.
Rolling pin, yes.
That's an intense way to beat your meat.
I mean,
personally, I'm a little old-fashioned. I just use my hands.
Yeah,
I mean,
you gotta punch your chicken.
It's a chicken breast, right? Do you want it lumpy?
You gotta punch your chicken out.
Yeah. You gotta punch your chicken sometimes.
You smack
Punch
it
your
and
chicken,
then
Adam.
smack and drag with like a flat surface over the top. Get like 2 chopping boards, slap, grab. I realize I'm taking this joke way too seriously, but I don't care.
It's not.
I'm offering solid culinary
It's
advice.
not a joke. Literally
joke.
punch your chicken when you make chicken parmesan. Otherwise, you're a heathen. You can use a meat clapper for anything else you want, but punch the chicken for parmesan.
So what do you guys use a meat hammer for then?
Everything else, you punch the chicken for parmesan.
Okay, but what
I
is
used it as
like...
self-defense.
That's a fucking gnarly way to deal with home intruders, but I guess you are in the deep south.
Yeah. Well, in the deep south, every weapon is legal. So.
It's true.
Do you know
Even
Devon
this
has
metal
13 nuclear
straw.
weapons?
Actually, I was about to say, I think my state actually might be a bit more lax on gun laws, believe it or not. Because my understanding of Pennsylvania gun laws is basically, if it was made in the States, you can have it. The only thing I can think of you can't get here that you can get in Tejas is, I don't know why the hell I know this. In Texas, if it was manufactured, I want to say before 1922, you can legally own a minigun.
Doesn't
I don't know
open
why you
carry
wanna
without a
own minigun.
license exist in Tejas?
Yes. I
Yeah.
could literally go out and grab a gun right now and no one could stop me.
I don't know about open carry laws. I know you can open carry in Pennsylvania because I remember working a couple of jobs ago when I was working as a brand ambassador. I remember walking to a store and some old fuck was walking around with like a revolver. It was unbuttoned in his stupid chest carry thing, and it was walking around. He's like, this dude's like decrepit. He's like in his 80s, and it's bouncing up and down. He's trying to be intimidating with like
Oh
a
my
yes
God.
open carry hat. And the dude is decrepit, and I'm thinking to myself, all it's going to take is someone to walk up to you, put one hand on the gun and the other one in your face to push you off. And hey, guess what? They've got your gun. It's clearly loaded, and it's bouncing around loose, unstrapped. Congratulations, you fucking Egypt.
Actually, that reminds me. So back when I still lived in not Texas,
The
I was at
dark dimension, yes.
the dark dimension. Yeah, I went to a dark Walmart and there was a old man there.
Dark Mart.
Yeah, I went to Dark Mart and there was an old man there. And I went in just to get some shower stuff because I was just like, I just need shower stuff, like deodorant and shampoo. So I went in and I walked past this old guy, and I guess I must have spooked him because he like immediately went for his gun on his hip. He's like, like that, he gave me that sort of look. I was like, bro, I just want to get some fucking like shower stuff because I smell a little and I just need to take a shower. Like, dude, you do not have to fucking gun me down. I do not want any of your old shit or anything that's in your fucking basket. Like, seriously, it's like calm the fuck down, dude.
It's like this dude when I was taking out the trash the other night. Like, I walk out of my door with the 2 trash bags in my hand, and he looks behind him and like jumps. He's like, "Oh, you could have warned me." I'm like, I'm taking out the trash. He's like, "Kick up your feet or something." I'm like, that would scuff my shoes.
Old people, man.
I love shoes. I'm not gonna scuff them. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Speaking of old people,
bike.
I was gonna say, speaking of old people, so y'all know about Ben Garrison, yeah?
No.
Yes, my favorite boomer comedian.
Yeah.
By comedian, I mean his
Xander-
life is a joke.
Xander, I'm pretty sure you're aware of him. Remember the picture that we like to make fun of, the one that's got the guy with the cum flag, and he's like opening up the Capitol. It says, "Give us the cum."
Yeah.
The quote unquote political cartoonist.
Yeah, so that's Ben Garrison. He made
He's
that.
the guy who draws the cum comics.
Yeah, well, not the.
Well, he
cum
doesn't
comics
draw. He
themselves.
doesn't draw the
Those are
cum comics.
edits.
People edit his. He makes
Original
these
stuff.
far right MAGA leaning.
So
again,
he didn't draw the
political
cum cow.
comics.
He didn't draw the cum cow.
No,
No.
some-
But he
somebody-
did draw. He did draw the weird one with AOC where she's like stepping on people. It's really weird. It's like
And
super
don't forget,
horny.
he drew Kamala's gigantic, fat, juicy ass, which was again super horny.
Yeah.
The dude's clearly got a thing for AOC and Kamala. Like, he always draws them with some very exaggerated proportions, and it's like, you wanna talk about this, bud?
So
This
anyway,
segment so far.
well, no. So anyway, turns out he's also anti-vax, of course, because of course he is.
Go figure.
And he has come down with a bad case of COVID, and he is turning to beet juice for his cure.
Beet juice.
Beet juice. He even made a picture of ivermectin with a horse that says ivermectin on it and kicking a doctor. And I'm just like, bro, just fucking take the goddamn vaccine.
Man. All right, listen to me, COVID guys. If you're not gonna take the vaccine, here's what's actually gonna fucking cure COVID. Like, for real, 100%. I need you to go out to your nearest fucking McDonald's and buy a Fish McMuffin. Coming out now at all your McDonald's. In the morning, you're gonna want to buy
2 Fish McMuffins, a large Minute Maid orange juice, a hash brown, and maybe a strawberry smoothie, depending on if you can fit it in your stomach or not. And you're gonna down that entire all-American fucking delicious meal. Make sure you get the tartar sauce in the Fish McMuffin, you motherfucker, because if you bitch out and don't get the tartar sauce in the Fish McMuffin, you ain't gonna fucking get cured. So go out to McDonald's and buy Fish McMuffins and Minute Maid orange juice and hash browns and maybe a strawberry shake. Full disclosure, I own stock in McDonald's. No, I don't. I don't actually own stock in McDonald's. I think it's illegal to lie.
Here's the thing.
I don't own any stock.
So he's right though. He's right though, because the fish oil mixed with the potassium from the strawberry shake and this vitamin D from the orange juice will all mix together inside your system and help fight off COVID and make. I can't even continue on this one. Jesus fucking Christ! Come on.
I mean, like, vitamin C can help you once you've got a common cold, but I don't think COVID is a common cold. Bro, I think it's a bit more serious than that.
Bro, right? The truth is in the tartar sauce. Bro.
The tartar truth?
The tartar truth. TartarTruth.com.
Go to www.tartartruth.com.
www.tartartruth.com. Tartar, tartar, not tartar as in teeth. Tartar as in food. TartarTruth.com. You can go to TartarTruth.com right now, and you'll discover the secrets of how COVID and 9/11 are connected. Did you know that in 9/11, COVID was around? Yeah, COVID's been around forever. COVID-19 is just the latest different version of COVID. Do you know they've been making different COVIDs for 19 different years? That's what all COVIDs are for. COVID started in 2001, September 11th, 2001. It's been 20 years since September 11th. Coincidence? I think not. COVID is started by 9/11.
Oh my God! And he's got a point, because
he's actually not that far off, because SARS was 2003, 2004 for SARS, right? Well, and that's basically COVID 04.
Well, here's the thing. He was speaking about 9/11 and SARS. And I just found a picture of George Bush holding up a Blue Eyes White Dragon card. It's like it knew. It's like the internet knew.
George Bush himself is signaling to the world that he knew that the Twin Towers are going to go down by the Blue Eyes White Dragon. The Blue Eyes White Dragon, it symbolizes symbolizes the Illuminati, and the Illuminati symbolizes global control, and global control symbolizes TartarTruth.com, where you can buy new insert title here shirts that don't exist yet, but probably will at some point because I'm insane. TartarTruth.com.
Maybe that's why Jeb keeps losing, because Jeb doesn't play the much better and superior Blue Eyes. He plays the Red Eyes deck.
Well, Jeb plays both sides. Jeb plays Dark Magician, but he only plays Dark Magician whenever he's Mitt Romney.
Oh yeah, look, we no shit, but like Mitt Romney wouldn't play. Mitt Romney wouldn't play Dark Magician.
He just collects binders. He collects binders full of Dark Magician girls.
I'm about to say he needs a female archetype so he can have binders full.
Yeah, he has the binders full of Dark Magician girls, but he plays Dark Magician. You know, because Yugi has fucking Dark Magician girl binders too. He'd be winking and stinking and dinking and baking and winking and winking.
Don't.
I'm related thought, by the way. I'm going to put out there as the guy from the land of fish and chips. One, I would murder for a good plate of fish and chips right now. That they put it in my head. Thank you, Xander.
I want some fish and chips so bad now.
However, like, tartar sauce is okay, but this is going to sound really bizarre. I would significantly prefer a little bit of horseradish instead.
I don't like tartar sauce
out horseradish
at all, so I'm with you on the no tartar sauce. I think I'd prefer the horseradish. I think I used to hate horseradish, but then when I discovered it pretty much is just wasabi, I was like, oh, this is all right.
I don't like
wasabi.
I don't like horseradish or the other thing, tartar sauce.
See, horseradish sucks if you get it out of a squeezy bottle at like the supermarket. If you go to like a restaurant where they're fresh making it, there's one near where me and Liz go and they fresh make it to order. That shit. Well, no joke, like, if you have a sinus infection of any kind, you are not anymore.
I do straight up, though, on my fish and chips, just prefer just the pure taste of the batter of the fish with, like, the crunchiness and crispiness and the saltiness of the fries, and you take just, like, a slice of lemon and you just squeeze it over top of the fucking goddamn
that's pretty
fish.
Traditional.
Oh, I hate you so much, Adam. Worst fish and chips.
Do you take like a little bit of parsley on, or are you, like, not that British?
I think it has parsley on it. I don't remember.
I'm like the one out of the three of us that just does not eat fish at all.
I typically don't, but if it's a white fish that's been deep fried and battered, then look, I might not drink tea, and I might think the royal family is the biggest scam since ivermectin, but you put fish and chips in front of me.
Hey, ivermectin's not a scam, brother. Go to TartarTruth.com to discover that ivermectin has been used as a Nobel Peace Prize winning
God
fucking
damn it.
stupid fucking
Joe, get out of
drug.
here.
I'm not Joe, I'm Alex. Fucking Nobel Peace Prize winning
Alex Jones.
drug
Oh,
that
I gotta mix
has
up
been
all
used
the
in
time.
humans for antiparasitic and other functions and has a singular study that says, hey, it might be used for this. Go to TartarTruth.com/truth.
Damn it, Alex, get out of here.
Whoo!
Get out of here. Get. Who let him on the podcast again? Who let him on
Nobody's
the podcast?
letting him on.
see
He's
his-
hacking us. We're in a Discord call,
God
dude.
damn it.
You see how his best friend is now co-hosting a podcast with Ethan Klein?
Wait, what?
Hassan Abi?
Hassan Piker is hosting the new to replace Frenemies and Families. That he's doing a new one called Leftovers. I saw the announcement. The new first episode went up yesterday, I think. Yeah, it's Ethan and Hassan. They're just talking politics and the random political news. Which,
Okay.
to be fair, sound like a plan because Ethan's definitely not a chud. I think he's a little misguided on a couple of things, but he's definitely not a chud. And Hassan's definitely the guy to, decipher this for the rest of us. This is good. I
Okay.
think that's a really good combination.
Okay,
It'll be really
whoop,
fun.
whoop, whoop, whoop. Warning. Hassan simping alert. Hassan simping alert.
I'm about to say that, and also
I have not fucking
Xander
watched
with
any
Papa Boner.
H3 shit in a while, except for the Steven Crowder thing, because that was fucking amazing. It was like,
That
oh
was
no,
hilarious.
this is a nightmare. And it's fucking Steven Crowder just bitching out because Sam Cedar shows up, and it's just like, that was pretty fucking cool. But I'm definitely gonna show up to anything fucking Hassan Piker shows up to, motherfucker. I'm like a 6-month subscriber of Hassan Abi. I don't really watch him on the Twitch, but I like giving him the money. And go to TartarTruth.com, because actually I'm Alex Jones, and Hassan is evil. Hassan is
Alex,
broke.
God
Hassan
damn
is
it.
evil. Get the fuck out of here, Alex.
Christ on a Christ. We are 22 minutes in and we've already made Alex Jones jokes. We've made fun of Ben Garrison and we discovered I'm actually incredibly
Have you guys
British
seen
despite
the
fact
segment
that
that Alex Jones did on
Hashtag not
Hassan?
political podcast. No, I didn't know he did a segment
It's
on
fucking.
Hassan.
It was fucking hilarious.
Oh
He was
yeah,
like,
Hassan
his name
Pecker.
is Hassan.
Hassan Pecker. You kept trying to call him like that. Yeah, because Hassan was on H3 long before this, and I watched an interview with him, and like they were laughing at the funniest fucking thing.
Yeah. Oh, I think that was back when he used to do what was it called, Agitprop on TYT.
I think that was it. Yeah. And they thought it was because they were talking about him and Ethan were talking. It's like 7-8 months ago now. They were talking about the end of Rambo 3 with the this film was dedicated to the brave Mujahideen.
Yeah.
Who will forever be an ally of the United States. We're going down some territory with this one. I can see Xander grinning.
You can unpause the podcast now, Hassan.
we love you, Hassan. We love you, man.
I don't really watch a lot of political podcasts or political content creators just because it's just like, man, I see that shit on my timeline all the time. If I'm gonna watch something, I just want to fucking decompress. But I have watched a couple of streams by Jake, actual Jake, the dude in the corn suit, which I like his stuff. But that's because he also just likes to make fun of like the crazy right wing content creators.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun to watch. So that's kind of the only reason I really watch him.
I've been watching his ass since fucking Bub Reloaded with Hannah and Jake.
I used to watch a lot more like political stuff on YouTube, but like I guess like 2016 kind of happened. The only one I really watch anymore, well, technically two, because they're both technically political YouTubers, Chris Ray Gun and Shu. I enjoy me some Shu. She uploads like once every 2 months and drops like a 45-minute Hell World, but it's amazing every time. I love Hell World. Great fucking series.
I like pissing and shooting and farting and coming. That's my favorite political commentators.
That's a pretty good political commentator right there.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a political commentator at all.
The
So-
Pissing,
so
Shitting, and
hit-
Farting
hit-
and Coming podcast by Alexander Mogus is the best political podcast that's ever existed.
Here's the next great political debate. Who would fill a bucket up with piss, shit, and cum first? W or W Senior?
W is senior because he's incontinent and can't keep it in his ass. This is not even a contest at this point.
Or he's dead.
W's
So
trying
we're
to
talking
re-
W Senior's W Senior's
dead?
prime. Yeah, he's been dead for a couple of years now.
Oh shit! I gotta go tell Jeb. I don't think he knows.
Jeb knows. Jeb knows. Like on a serious note, like when he died or when Barbara Bush died, Trump got uninvited from the funeral. Like how much of an asshole have you got to be to not be invited to a funeral? Like fuck.
I know this is true with the McCain thing.
Oh yeah, well no shit, it wasn't gonna be invited to that funeral. Did I ever tell you I saw John McCain once?
Don't get me started on John McCain. I'll have to edit the whole fucking segment out.
Okay, without you going on a rant, I saw him once in an airport.
If you keep going, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to edit the whole segment out. You saw him at an airport, and that's the whole story. You saw him at the airport, and that's the whole story.
There you go. That's the story.
You saw some other time when Xander's more smoked up. I'll tell the story because it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one.
If I'm more smoked up, I would not have the restraint that I have right now to not make me edit out what I would say about John McCain. So Devon, you said your weekend was interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I already talked about the furry.
Yeah. Did you talk about how you met Godzilla?
No, I didn't.
So Devon decided this weekend that after the furry encounter, he needed a refill with some Taco Bell because it had been a while since him and his wife had eaten Taco Bell. And, we were in the Discord call. We were talking about Taco Bell and Baja Blast and all that stuff because we were streaming and all that. And so they go to Taco Bell, and in front of them in line in the drive-thru is none other than God, Mother, fucking Zilla.
Wait, hold up. This is a rehash of the story you told us.
It's not a rehash.
No,
it's a continuation.
It's not a rehash, actually. I did run into Godzilla.
This is a continuation.
Yeah.
But thank you for reminding the audience that in a previous episode of It's the Horse or Intertitle Here, depending on if we ever have to legally retitle this podcast or not. Yeah, I told you the story of how I let Godzilla borrow some money and he insisted on paying me back and has not to this day not paid me back. And it's the principle of the matter that makes me irritated.
Yeah.
So in front of Devon in the driveway is God, Mother, fucking Zilla, the Roland Emmerich ass lizard looking bitch himself.
And what are the odds that he would be at that one? Because there's like 3 Taco Bells near my apartment, and he went to that one specifically. It was weird.
But somehow the odds were ever in Godzilla's favor, and my co-host Devon VO, who you can follow on Twitch and Twitter at that handle, pulled up behind him and noticed Godzilla didn't have enough money to pay for his chalupa. And so Devon knew where this was going. And he's like, I refuse to give Godzilla any fucking money. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to try to insist out of the goodness of my heart to help Godzilla out. He's going to recognize me as co-host of Intertitle Here and be like, hey, I know it's unfair to ask you because I owe your co-host money. But man, I really want this fucking chalupa. But Devon steeled himself. He said, no Godzilla is going to get no goddamn money from me. But Ale, very, very, very kind and very, very, very hungry, reached out her hand out the window and said, hey, Godzilla, I got $3 you can borrow. And Godzilla said, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. This will be enough for both a chalupa and a Baja Blast. I'll pay you back. What's your address? And I said, oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay me back. I know you're in some troubles right now. You're not getting anywhere. You're Roland Emmerich's version of Godzilla, and not really anybody wants you in anything anymore. And it's like, I insist on paying you back. So I was like, all right, fine. If you insist, you can pay me back. Here's my address.
And I tried telling her not to because I was really like, look, he's just gonna say he's gonna pay you back and then just not do it.
But she was feeling hungry and generous, and she gave him the $3. And guess what? Guess where Godzilla is today, as of the news article that I just read while scrolling through for either curry or whatever other food I was looking for, that fish and chips. Yeah, looking for fish and chips and shit. Guess what I just read? Godzilla flees to Europe, avoiding taxes yet again. Apparently he's in Sweden now, where he's gonna rip somebody else off for their fucking Taco Bell.
He's such an asshole. I'm so tired of him.
Do they have Taco Bell in Sweden?
Probably.
I don't know. But I will say that I did aside from that, I did do a good deed this weekend. So me and Ale, so it's weird how this happened. So Ale wanted to donate some of her clothes that she wasn't wearing anymore. So what we did is we took all her clothes that she wasn't wearing and we put them in a bag, and we're just like, hey, we're gonna go donate these. Well, I was gonna go. There are 2 coffee shops we like to go to. It's the same business, but one's up on one of the highways and one's little inside the town. And the one that's further up on the highway is like really close to a donation center for Goodwill. So we were gonna go and donate her clothes there. Just get some coffee, go down to the clothes, and go right home. But I was like, man, it's like really close to 5 o'clock. I don't want to go on the highway just to get some coffee and donate these clothes. let's see if we can just go to the ones that's closer in town. So we pull up, we get our coffee, and I'm talking to the barista there. I'm like, hey, do you know anywhere I can go to nearby to donate clothes? She's like, well, there's a Goodwill here, but there's also a place called Thrift City you can go to and donate your clothes there. I'm like, okay, cool. Where's the Thrift City at? It's like, oh, it's just straight down this road. It'll be on the right-hand side once you turn onto this road. I'm like, okay, cool. So me and my wife, we get our coffee, we start heading down the road, and we come up to Thrift City, and we pull into this Thrift City. And as I get out, there's this Jeep in front of me that is stalled, and it's not going anywhere. Like it can't turn over. Like the battery's dead. And this lady's like, hey, I know you guys are about to probably do some shopping, but could you please help me like jump my car? I'm like, yeah, sure, that's not a problem. We're actually not here to shop anyway. We're just gonna donate some clothes. She's like, oh, okay. So I have Ella go in, ask if they take donations, and while she's doing that, taking care of the clothes, I'm helping out this lady jump her car. And it's clear to me that she's never done it before because she tried to put the red clip on the black, the negative. And I'm like, no. Black. Well, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
that's how it goes kaboom.
Yeah, I had to show her. I was like, look, so you see the black wire here? You put the black on the black, put the red on the red. So she did it, and I showed her how to do it, and then I put it on mine. And I was like, okay, so go ahead and get in your car, and we'll go ahead and jump your car. And I had Ali get back in the car when she came back. And she was helping jump the car, and we got them up and going. And I was glad I was able to help them out because it was 90 plus degrees outside, and they had 3 dogs in the car. So it's just like, well, they need to get cooled off fast and get home. So we jumped their car. They were all able to get the AC going, able to get home, and I was just like, I was really happy because I helped somebody out, and it was complete pure happenstance that we were going to be there just out of fucking nowhere. And I felt I felt good about doing the good deed. And then all got ruined because fucking Godzilla just is not going to pay me back, and he's ran off to England. So what a dick.
Sweden.
Whatever, Sweden. Who cares? Europe. It's all the same.
Did you know that in Norway, healthcare is free?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know that my friend Norwegian is currently staying at my house?
No.
Would you like to talk to Norwegian?
No.
Well, hello!
No, stop.
Hello,
Stop.
everybody!
Stop. Do not. Just
I'm
stop.
from Norway!
For the love of fucking God.
We have the healthcare!
Oh my God.
That's like fucking Transylvania mixed with Irish mixed with a fucking dildo shoved 12 inches up your ass.
I'm from Norway.
Stop! Oh my fucking God! Actually, I was gonna say one of my good friends.
Get back in the closet.
I was gonna say one of my good friends though. He's Finnish, and
is he finishing your sentences?
Oh my fucking God! I'm about to kill you.
Fuck's sake.
Please do.
He's Finnish, and we were actually talking. He listens to podcasts all the time, but we were talking recently about healthcare in general, and it blows his mind how many times I've told him the things that we don't have here in America. What do you mean they don't pay you to have a kid? What do you mean you have to pay to have a kid? What do you mean you get charged for holding your kid after it's born? And it's just it just blows his mind every time I tell him something about our healthcare system. He's like, what the actual hell is wrong with you guys? I'm just like, bro, I don't know. I have no clue.
That's the one thing I miss from back home is the NHS.
Have I done the Banshee Scream yet?
Have you done the Banshee Scream yet?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
What Banshee Scream?
Oh, our Finnish friend also does not like Xander's maniacal cackle laugh screech. It gives him a fight or flight response.
To be fair, none of the local cats like it either.
None of the local cats mean a goddamn, so they can all go fucking suck a goddamn dick and get out of my goddamn neighborhood, you fucking piece of shit cats.
What are they, the fucking Zone animation that's now somehow becoming a fucking meme?
No, okay, that's a good animation. But no, the fucking... I've watched it many times to study the frame-by-frame drawing aspects of it and how...
it's a fucking meme on TikTok now?
That's hilarious. I saw it
they're
on
not obviously shagging on
culture.
TikTok, but they're not shagging on TikTok obviously because you can't on that platform. But they're doing they're doing the hip sway kind of dance thing to it, and I'm just like,
they have to know. They have to know.
Insert title here now has a TikTok.
No, we do not.
No, we do not.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a TikTok. You know that, right?
You say dick talk?
No, I said TikTok.
I heard
I
I
don't have a TikTok, and I'm doing fine.
We're gonna
I don't
have
have
to
a
have a
TikTok either.
So TikTok is
No.
the next avenue, man. We're gonna have to take advantage of it while it's there. It's literally anybody can be famous. We have to go on there, and we have to show our non-gendered nipples and fucking just go off.
Actually,
You're
if I recall,
nipples, I'm very happy with my boyhood.
actually, if I recall, somebody, I'm not sure who it was, told us this, but they said like there's like an algorithm thing to make you like your first TikTok. It's like going to be your most popular.
Yeah,
or something like that.
I posted that. Yeah, someone engineered it and pointed out that
I'm just gonna post the Juno bit from a couple episodes ago as TikTok, and it'll blow up.
That would work.
And be like,
I mean,
available on TikTok. Feel free to use it.
The algorithm it uses is a bit slightly more fucked than Facebook's, believe it or not.
all algorithms are all completely fucked. Algorithms suck in general.
The great.
That's right. I'm calling you out, Don Cheadle.
Algorithm.
Algorithm. Dude, no, algorithms
Space
are just
Jam
the
2. Here we go again.
Like, just dealing with these algorithms on all these platforms that we're on is a nightmare. Like, with Twitter, in order to get my Twitch algorithm, or in order to get people to take a look at my Twitch stream, I have to post, I'm going to be streaming with a picture, and then post the link to the stream in the reply. And then, like,
Yeah,
with
that's
Twitch,
so dumb.
Yeah, and then with Twitch, you have to, like, do like you have to tag yourself in certain things, but like if you tag yourself with those things, you're gonna get hate rated by these fucking bots. And then like trying to get to the algorithm of YouTube is a nightmare. Like I want to start on the algorithm for YouTube, and just, it's just
the
it's just a
YouTube
fucking
algorithm makes no sense because someone will be like, "Oh, you got to upload at least once a week," but then there's massive cases where this is the complete opposite, upload like once a month. And then someone's like, "Oh, you gotta like do like 10+ minute videos, right?" And then you see somebody who does like 6-second clips 3 times a day of like random things, and has 500 times the views and 10 times the watch time of somebody who puts out a 10-minute video every single day. Like I get the feeling with the YouTube algorithm, and they've kind of half confirmed this before. I think it's like an AI that's kind of learning and adapting to what the user at hand, what it thinks it wants. Mm-hmm. The problem is just like there's no one set of rules to be able to kind of get there, which I understand why they don't want that. Otherwise,
Right.
Somebody would just straight to the top of YouTube and make millions of dollars and bye-bye. But like I just wish there was some consistency in it, like some kind of consistent, because the only real thing giving people is, just be keep making videos and keep going with it. I'm like, I mean, I intend to because it's a good hobby for me and it gets like my control freak side out, but I wish there was some better guidance other than just keep making shit. Because, like, I mean, it'd be nice to know if I'm making any real progress or not,
Yeah. I mean, I would like to know the same thing. Like, because at a certain point, okay, I don't want to quit streaming because it's a lot of fun. I feel productive when I do it, and at least I'm doing something. I should probably go back and, like take my streams and, like, cut them and record them or edit them and put them up. But, like, I don't have like a hard drive to do that on. I don't have the time to do that anymore. And I just can't. And I don't want to stop doing the podcast either. Like the podcast I'm really enjoying doing. Like it's probably it's the only thing I look forward to like on a weekly basis is doing this podcast. So like the thought that like this isn't going to go anywhere, I have to force that out of my mind because I'm just like, man, I'm really enjoying this way too much to not want it to become something. Like this is something that I am putting more effort into than most things. Like I am literally making sure that my days off or the times I get off of work line up with this podcast. Like that's how like aggressive I am towards it. Like I really want to do this. Like this is my thing, See,
I'm a bit of a weird one on that one because yeah, of course I'd love it if like, millions of people suddenly saw my stuff. But at the same time, I'm also like, my whole goal was to make the kind of content that I wanted to see. And if like, 20 people, less than that, 5 people see it, I'm still happy because I know that I have contributed to the zeitgeist in a way that I want to contribute to the zeitgeist and I think is healthy and good for that zeitgeist. Even if it's only a little tiny nudge, it's still a nudge in the right direction. Like, I mean, I hate to bring Mother Teresa into this, but she had that great quote about like I am only a teardrop in the ocean. Whatever it was, she said.
Isn't Mother Teresa a piece of shit?
Huh?
Didn't Mother Teresa turn out to be a complete piece of shit?
What?
Yes, I'm not fucking memeing right now.
I have no fucking clue. That just cut everything. Like what?
About to say like, it's Mother Teresa, not motherless.com.
Yeah. No, she was pretty bad.
She won a Nobel Peace Prize, right?
You can win a Nobel Peace Prize and be bad.
What did she do?
She let people suffer without medical care because she believed that people must suffer like Christ did. All this other shit. Yeah. I'm not going to go on a complete slander crusade on the goddamn podcast, but yeah, no. Fuck Mother Teresa.
Right. And my point is, I quote about like, you know, just a teardrop in the whole ocean. You got to add to it in order to get your point across. My point is that I don't know. I'm doing this for me ultimately. Like I've come to terms with that a long time ago. Because if I was doing this for success, you'd think I'd be doing it for almost 8 years with almost 800 subscribers. No. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this partly because, again, this is what I want to see on the internet, and also because, like, I don't know, like, I guess I kind of enjoyed the whole process. Like, even this podcast, I know you two are very much like, I want us to go somewhere. I'm like, dude, if it just ends up being you, me, and Xander, pogging and shitting for an hour and a half every Monday afternoon, I'm completely cool with that.
Do you think I come here completely unprepared, stone out of my mind, thinking, I'm going to do my best to make this thing go somewhere? This is just a creative outlet for me. So if it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere, man. I'm not gonna be too hung up about it. I've already accepted the fact that, like, in order to make it in life, you have to be extremely lucky, extremely privileged, and then also extremely likable, which are 3 things that, like, I have 2 of, and I don't think I'm very likable. So, you know, I might make it somewhere. Likable. I might not make it.
I think likable. Of the 3 of us, you're the most likable.
About to say, like, I probably come off as the driest, whereas Devon probably comes off as the most personable, and you're definitely the most likable.
How am I the most likable?
Because here's the thing, we can make literally any comment about literally anything, and you can spin it into comedy gold.
It's true. It's like Rumpelstiltskin, but with comedy.
What the fuck does Rumpelforeskin have to do with anything? I got my foreskin removed as a kid, dude.
See?
Case in point.
Case in fucking point.
I don't understand.
Sure.
Here's my point. You could replace me for an episode. You could replace Devon for an episode. We couldn't replace you for an episode.
If we replaced Adam for an episode, I'd have nobody to make fun of for being British, okay? We can't do that.
You could probably replace me for an episode and have somebody egg you on the way I egg you on.
They'd have to be British, though.
I mean, look, we'll get Michael fucking McIntyre, okay? We'll get that.
I was about to say, we could always just sub in your brother whenever you're sick.
Which one? I got 2 of those.
The one that's in the Discord.
Oh, JB. Maybe.
I almost called him Jables, like Jack Black.
Nah, he goes by Jabbers sometimes, or Jelly Bean, but it's always JB usually.
I like how I said we couldn't replace you, but I'm replaceable. I guess that makes me the most replaceable in the podcast.
No. I'll get to you, bitch. I'm not done with that yet.
We need you two for the history, because like I'll make random jokes about the Shadow Realm, as we'll now refer to that other state as. And you two be like, no, it confirm it, and then
we'll reminisce about the before times.
The before times, God.
The deep dark before times. In the land where there was no laws and no roads, and the internet went 0.1 megabits a second, and you paid $150 a month because fuck you. This is America.
Quit being so accurate about what it's like to live in rural Oklahoma.
Yeah, also, he forgot the 150 megabyte per day cap on your satellite internet.
Yeah, that's
yeah, sorry. And the data cap on your internet's 150 megabytes.
Bro, can we just fucking...
Speaking
we just
about
fucking talk about... Go ahead.
Okay, speaking about the before times, do you remember when me and you worked at the Quick Stop, a gas station literally called Quick Stop that me and him worked at, that my first day was a day I wasn't actually supposed to be there, and then I walked in with a smile on my face, breathed a sigh of relief because I was so happy to be there, and said, I'm not even supposed to be here today, but with like a cheery accent, and then fucking did my best to just learn everything, and I love that job to this day. Fucking...
we got locked in the...
We got locked in the freezer my very first day. It was cool. It was literally like the second episode of Clerks the animated series where we just reminisced about everything, and it was my first day on the job. But fucking, do you remember like during that winter where when we would go outside, I would always refer to it as going out to the Coldlands, and it'd be like this alternate universe where like there was like Yetis and all this other shit. We would go outside to like take the trash out and stuff. It's like I have to go to the Coldlands.
Yeah.
Everything feels like
Quick
that
stop
now.
exists up here.
The entire
It's a
world
quick
feels
stop
like the
not too far from me.
Coldlands.
It feels like the Coldlands.
And you know why it feels like the Coldlands, Devon?
Why?
It feels like the Coldlands because I don't live with my best friend anymore.
Oh.
And we can't do a
do you wanna
single
move in
episode
with
of the podcast without him.
Do you wanna move in with Devon and his wife?
Not in Tejas.
Not in
It's terrible
Tejas.
here.
Fuck that.
Everything sucks.
We need
here.
federally legal weed before I consider moving out of Washington.
Yeah.
Honestly, 10 years. 10 years.
Amazon's lobbying
what-
for it, so maybe not even 10 years at this point.
Who knows?
Well, you
but
don't need Amazon to lobby for it. You just need to point out the amount of fucking taxes that you'll get in from it, nationwide. That'll be the fucking end of it. But sorry, Devon, you go.
No, it's cool. No, you're right. I mean, it needs to be federally legalized. I mean, like around here, like we've got like Delta 8, which is like it's all right. You know, it helps, but I know it's not the same.
Yeah.
Because the cannabinoids aren't the same as
Delta
so it's
8
different.
and masturbate.
That's
We
what I
are
do.
this close. We are this close in Pennsylvania because it's legal literally next door in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And all you gotta do is cross the border, buy it, come back, because you bought it legal in Jersey, it's yours.
Yeah.
So they're already just like, we could have these tax dollars here
Is
in
possession
Pennsylvania.
legalized in Penn or wherever you live?
Or decriminalized.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh yeah, if it's decriminalized, you literally can just go to a different state and buy it. What the fuck? That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Just legalize it, guys.
Yeah.
I think people don't
already
realize
marveled it.
like the amount of like revenue that like weed alone would bring to most of these states. Like they have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Like you know how much
Colorado?
like I don't even want to think about how much money that I have spent on Delta 8 like in the last like couple of months ever since I discovered
And
it.
you're
Like,
paying a premium for an unregulated product.
yeah.
Imagine how much more you would be. So you'd be saving money on that. The Delta 8 products themselves would also be cheaper, and the state and federal government would both be making fucking revenue off of that and be able to fucking do, I don't know, infrastructure?
See, I don't smoke it. I don't eat the Delta 8s because I did it one time, and Devon remembers that day because I lost the entire
bad
fucking
time.
day.
It was funny.
Like,
Sorry.
but like, here's the deal. It's less harmful for you than what alcohol is,
Yep.
and if we can happily sell that through a state liquor store, fuck it, state dispensary. Why the hell not?
Yep.
I'm fed up of potholes because Pennsylvania is one of those states where when it gets cold, and then we heat up again. So all winter long, we cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. So our potholes come like January, December. They may as well be like independent nations in the middle of the road.
I mean,
Like,
they're
they
starting
are
to sound like a
bad.
Katy Perry song. They're hot, they're cold. You're in, then you're out.
I mean, funny thing, like I'm not too far from, without saying where exactly I am. I'm not too far from the town where what's her face, Taylor Swift is from.
Huh.
Go
News
figure.
to me.
Yeah, she comes
But-
from a very rich town full of a bunch of stuck-up cunts. So go figure.
But no, I mean, no, it should be legalized already. It's just, it's so stupid. It's not. And we have all these politicians that were, born in that reefer madness era, and they're just like, oh, it's bad. But it's like,
They don't even believe it's bad. They just get paid to keep it illegal.
It's
It's
dumb.
like, so that's why I'm like, give it 10 years. Give it
Yeah.
10 years.
But anyway, what I want to talk about before we went on this tangent here, because you were talking about like the speeds and caps in rural areas, bro. It fucking sucks living in rural areas and wanting to like do stuff like online. Oh my fucking god, man! Like I remember back when I was living with my family and I wanted to watch something on Netflix or wanted to watch something on Hulu, like. We literally only one stream could be going at a time because if someone else tried to stream something, it would just be buffer city and nothing would happen. Like I couldn't even play fucking fighting games online or anything. It was like I was constantly disconnecting, or like 8,000 frames of lag. And like, no, I could press a button and be like a second and a half before it fucking registers my button input. So I'd be like, I had to have like psychic abilities just to fucking play a fighting game. Like, it's terrible.
Bro,
it's awful.
Even when we lived in the fucking, like, the darkest timeline and shit, in the fucking dimension that sucked our fucking souls out, that, like, nobody else but us lived in, fucking, like, the internet that was, like, the best that we ever had, we couldn't have, like, YouTube and fucking Netflix going at the same time. If I try to play a game and you guys try to watch something, it just didn't fucking work. And that was with the best. Out here, me and my roommate can stream at the same fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
We can do that here.
He's got the shill. He's getting it. I mean, we can do that here with this internet. It's infinitely better than what we had back in, the dark dimension. But like, man, I just thinking about that. Like, that was sad that I thought like, oh wow, this is like the best internet I've ever had. It was like 50
We were
down.
so happy about it, dude. Oh my god, I remember being like,
and now I've got like
so good.
I'm paying like less than what I was paying then, and I've got 4 times the speed. Like, that is just awful. It's terrible.
Yeah, and he's in fucking Tejas.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a major metropolitan city.
Yeah. But it built a barrier, so you've actually got competition. Like, if I was to go back to Philadelphia, what I'm getting here now, I'll give it $20 a month.
Yeah. Like, I'm paying $50 a month for, 200 down, I think. And, I mean, the competition out here, if I were to actually own a home or something like that, like, I could get, like, Google Fiber if I wanted to. I could get AT&T. I could get, what I have now, Spectrum. That's what I have right now. Like, I could get so many different internet providers out here. I mean, obviously, there's a lot to pick from in this city. So
one of the biggest things though that, like, love him or hate him, one of the biggest things that will shake up rural internet is going to be Starlink. As soon as that thing hits nationwide rollout, that thing is going to completely shake that shit up, because we're talking a service which, once you pay, I think you got to pay like the additional $500 down. But at that, I think it's like, I forget how much it is a month. It's a lot less than most plans, and yeah, it's technically satellite internet, but it's satellite internet which doesn't suck.
Yeah.
And it's well, have you seen the speeds they're getting with it? They're getting gigabit speeds on satellite internet. Which, imagine if you're in rural locally homey, and maybe you've got a big patch of land and there's no real way to get decent internet. You're still on the copper cables they put in the 20s. And all of a sudden, hey, by the way, $500 down, you can put your satellite up on your roof, and you can have gigabit tomorrow.
That'd be really cool.
Like, what do? You say, yeah?
Hey, Devon.
Yeah. That's going to be a huge shakeup.
We got an email. It's the horse email inviting you to come on a popular podcast. They want to interview you.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you. Yeah, you're being invited to a podcast, dude.
What's the podcast?
I don't want to say it just in case they cancel it. Let me type it in the thing.
I don't know why they want me specifically. But I mean, that's interesting.
I think you're actually the most likable one, and that me being the most likable one was a lie, and you're actually the most wholesome one because you have the best audio and you record the best, and I have to edit your voice the least, and you give me the least amount of work to do whenever I edit this podcast, and yeah.
I don't know why people like me. I genuinely do not. I don't.
Subscribe to
you seen me? Have you seen me? Don't. I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm literally not. I'm just like, I don't get why people like me. I don't even like me. Why would you like me?
The people who are the most liked often like themselves the least. Confucius, 2489. The year, not the country.
I know he was giving out those I don't even know the word.
Bangers? Yeah, here's another Confucianism.
That far in the future?
No, this is BC.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on. Before China. So here's another Confucianism. Who doesn't pass the booth will be fucking made fun of in the spoof. Confucius, 3189. He was a very old man.
It sounds like he lived for almost 1,000 years.
Yeah, did you know that the song Scott Pilgrim, where they're like, "I liked you for 1,000 years," is about Confucius because he lived for 1,000 years.
Oh, and
I liked you for 1,000 years, 1,000 years. Confucius said that you have tears, 1,000 tears. Yeah, the classics.
But then it's like, you can't stand to see me that way, no matter what I do, no matter what I say.
Yeah,
like. Did Confucius not like seeing this person?
Yeah, here's another Confucianism. You guys ready for this one?
Okay.
An apple a day keeps the fapple at bay.
The fuck is a fapple?
Fapple is a type of phone that, when you take nudes, leaks your nudes directly to a server that then uploads them to a public Google Doc.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
You're welcome.
Apparently an NSA agent was arrested for having, I think it was like, I don't know how much, but it was like 16,000 dick pics.
Okay, full disclosure.
They stole 16,000 dick pics.
Full disclosure. My dick is in there.
What?
My dick is inside the 16,000 dick pics that were found on this NSA agent.
Oh my god! I kind of want to know. I kind of want to know if my dick is in there.
Probably. Did you ever send it through Twitter.com? In the DMs?
Yes.
Yes, your dick is in there.
Oh shit!
Why would you? I have never sent a dick pic in my life.
Bullshit!
I send dick pics every single
Seriously.
fucking day of my life.
I have never sent a dick pic in my life.
I have never sent an Okay, no, that's a lie.
No, I've never sent unsolicited. I've never sent unsolicited dick pic.
Well, that's a given. I've never sent a dick pic solicited or unsolicited.
Bullshit.
Ever.
No, I wait
Seriously,
until I'm asked
bullshit.
for nudes, but I'm frequently asked for nudes, and I'm frequently asked for just the dick, which is, I guess,
Same.
Ask Liz.
I understand
like,
it's a unique
when-
situation. I feel like either us or some other group of people have had this conversation before where it was like, no, I've been asked for my dick pictures multiple times. It's either you guys or my coworkers at the grocery store at some point. But fucking like, yeah, like we used to be, we used to have a lot of cool friends.
The
I'm seriously
NSA has
asking.
pictures of my cock.
Ask Liz seriously, because like it's one of those things when obviously at one point in the relationship it was offered and I declined because I was so paranoid in case my shit ever got hacked or anything like this happened. I didn't want that shit out there.
Oh, okay.
It turns out I was fucking
okay,
right.
so you chose not to shoot. Okay, I see what the issue is here.
Yeah.
It's not that it wasn't desired, it was that you were paranoid about your dick. Yeah, so I used to be paranoid about my dick too. And then I realized my dick was actually not average, but big. And I was like, oh, okay, well, someone sees my dick, I'm not going to be ashamed
I'm
of
not
this.
paranoid about my dick.
Huh?
I'm not paranoid about my dick. I'm paranoid about my privacy. I have a fucking majestic dick.
Adam, when you sacrifice freedom for security, you deserve neither. Confucius. 2444.
Or you can just knock on. I can just knock on my wife's door and be like, "Hey, girl," and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "You want some dick?" If she says yes, fantastic. Game on. She says, not right now. It's alright. Go get a cup of tea.
I'm sorry. Is that how you ask your wife if she wants to have
No.
sex?
No,
You've already. But you just said it. You just walk up and
Sometimes,
say, "Want
actually,
some dick?"
to be fair, sometimes she has gone up to me and she hasn't gone like, "Want some dick?" She's gone like, "Hey, boy,
Hey, boy!
she goes, give me that dick."
Give me that. I just heard Liz through your mouth.
Yeah. I heard it too. I totally could actually like hear her saying that. That's the funniest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, typically the way I ask for sex is I just kind of just start giving her a back rub and then it turns into titties.
Mother, can I have some milk?
I'm one of those. I never verbally ask for like, "Hey, can I get on with it?" No, I'm just kind of the
Oh my
while
god.
I'm here.
Mother, can I have some milk?
I know.
If I ever called Liz mother, she'd punch me.
Jesus. Yeah, no, same. No, I'm not gonna get into like what we do, but sometimes it's
So
just like,
Devon
Ale
goes,
likes to
"Hey
be-
Adam, spill out the beans on how you asked for sex," and then decides I'm not gonna.
I was going to. Ale likes to be like some little wine, a little chocolate, just like be a little romantic. It's just like
Classic.
Yeah. And then sometimes it's just brutal, going to town. It's just like depends on the day.
Sometimes you just want a nice cuddle first. Other times, maybe you've had a bad day at work and things happen.
Sometimes you got to say please. Sometimes you've got to squeeze.
You got to squeeze.
And sometimes you got to say, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck you." Jack Black, 2000 something.
Yeah.
2001.
Did you?
That album came out on 9/11.
That's awesome. You know when I?
What?
I'm not kidding. That album came out. Tenacious D's first album came out on September 11th, 2001.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that album came out on 9/11.
No way. No fucking way. Okay, hold on.
I'm serious. Look it up.
Is that the second organic 9/11 reference in this episode?
Yes. Yes,
That's
it is.
awesome.
Apparently, LA told me. She told me this the other day. Apparently, Seth MacFarlane was actually supposed to be on like one of the flights in 9/11.
Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of the flights in 9/11, but he was like hungover, I think, and then fucking missed the flight. And then he.
Oh my god! I thought it was. I thought she was just fucking with me.
No, he actually told the story. I thought it was a legend, and then it was. When I want sex, I put on the Master Chief helmet when I want to be top, and then I put on the Iron Patriot helmet when I want to be topped by my husband. Yeah, his name is Jeffrey.
All right,
yeah,
that's news. Okay, hold on a second.
I've been married for 4 years, Devon.
The debut album Tenacious D came out in 2001. No, it was released on September 25th, 2001.
I remember reading something about it, like it came out, it was supposed to come out on 9/11 or something like that. Like I had to look this up. I remember reading an interview with them and they were talking about like, yeah, our album came out on 9/11 or was supposed to come out on 9/11. Or a single, was it a single came out on 9/11? Something of theirs came out on 9/11.
Hold on. I'm just gonna... No, I have no idea. There's nothing here that says anything it was in 9/11. It was September 25th, though. That's crazy. Also, I feel really old now because that was like 20 years ago. I did not realize that was a 20-year-old album, and it's still one of my favorite albums to listen to. Holy shit.
You are not a young boy anymore. Oh, no, you're almost 30.
Didn't like that.
Adam is 6 months off from being 30 himself. Devon's 2 years away.
Year and a half.
I had to say he's not that far off. And Xander, guess what? It's coming for you.
No. See, I'm going to embrace it. I can't wait.
Oh, I'm already embracing the fact I'm getting old and crotchety. I kind of actually like being a grumpy old man.
The passing of time doesn't mean fucking dick for me. I've been the same person I've always been since I've like been 5 years old. So like fucking, I still feel exactly the same. And so the future does not scare me. Death comes for us all. Get Applebee's.
This episode of Insert Title here is not sponsored by Applebee's.
Yeah, I actually haven't eaten Applebee's in my life.
For nihilism.
You've never been to an Applebee's?
Yeah, I've never been to an Applebee's.
Actually, neither have I. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever been to an Applebee's.
I've been to Applebee's once.
Adam's been to an Applebee's, and he's not even from around here.
What was it? What was it like, Adam? Tell us the story of the Applebee's.
Tell us the story of the Apple Bapple.
Tell us the story of the Apple Bapple.
Me and Liz were kind of broke at the time, so we split like a chicken fingers meal. That was alright.
Chicky fingies?
Wasn't anything about. Yeah, we got a turtle that day.
You got chicky fingies.
Chicky fingies. Yeah.
Did you dip it in barbecue sauce?
No, because I don't like barbecue sauce.
Did you dip them in ranch?
No.
Did you dip into marinara
Maybe,
sauce?
Actually, maybe ranch. I quite like my chicken fingers with ranch. I believe it was honey mustard.
Oh, honey mustard is the superior one. Good job.
Though I must admit, if I get the Domino's chicken bite thingies, I typically get the ranch because it's a surprisingly good combination.
I hate ranch.
I mean...
I hate ranch. I hate sour cream. I hate mayonnaise. I hate Miracle Whip. I hate tartar sauce.
You hate...
I hate
white
mayonnaise
consistency.
too, but sour cream?
Yeah, I hate sour cream.
Yeah, dude, no, every time we used to go to like Taco Bell, like we'd order like beefy 5-layer burrito, and he always wanted his without sour cream, and it never failed. I'd always hand him the one that had sour cream in it.
Yeah.
So it just got to a point where I just started ordering both of them without sour cream.
Yeah, but
and even then
they would still have sour cream in them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you hate sour cream. I quite like sour cream. But then again, it's a whiteness test, and Xander is very not white.
Yeah. I'm white in skin,
look
so I do have to acknowledge I did say I'm not white on a previous fucking episode. You look at me socially, people like, you know, just look around me and stuff. Yeah, I'm white as fuck as far as like privilege and all that shit goes. Yeah, I'm white. As far as identification though, white is exclusionary. It's not inclusionary, and I'm not a fucking part of that bullshit. So keep me out of that.
I mean, I'm Hispanic.
Fuck you.
So, and native technically, but you can't see it in my skin. It's just not. It's there though. I promise. I'm darker than both of these guys. I swear to God.
Yeah, Adam's British.
He's a different brand of colonizer. That's all I need to know.
Adam's British.
You colonizing sack of dicks. How about you come over here and say it to my face, but don't take my land this time.
Speaking of colonizing,
this is coming from the white Hispanic guy, based off of how many centuries of Spanish Inquisitions?
3.
I ain't that kind of Mexican. Do not even.
Okay, that kind of South America. Doesn't fucking matter. Spain, Spain's got a bit more colonization blood in its hands than it likes to admit.
I'm also Native American too. It's there.
I'm part
very,
flamingo.
very little, but it's there.
I'm part flamingo.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Does that explain where you stand,
Yeah.
Quid? 1 foot up, this kind of
Yeah,
cop.
Devon used to walk by whenever we used to live together in the fucking alternate dimension that was super dark and scary. And fucking, yeah, I would just be like, just standing there on one leg. He'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm a fucking flamingo, dude. And he'd be like, what? And then I literally wrote a scene about flamingos in fucking one of a series we were working on. And he was like, what? I'm like, I'm a fucking part flamingo, dude. There's flamingo in my DNA. And he's like, still didn't get it. That's why he just said what right now. It's like, what? Yes. Part flamingo, Devon. I've been telling you repeatedly throughout our friendship.
Is that why you sleep standing up?
Now I've tried doing that. Lately, I've lost my equilibrium. It's probably the seizures.
I'll do it.
And the brain damage.
Man.
I'm not gonna.
I see your
Maybe a
smile,
little bit of
Devon.
weed too.
I see it, Devon.
Time.
I see the
I'm not gonna
Pavlovian
make the
response
joke.
firing in your brain. I see you want to do it. And the brain damage.
And the brain damage. And the brain damage. And the brain damage. Oh, hey, Master Oshi, when'd you get here?
Yeah.
And the brain damage. And the brain damage. And this has been Insert Title Here podcast.
Yes! Fuck yeah.
Go listen to the things. You know how to you know where to go to listen to Xander's stuffs. You know where to go to for my stuff.
Yeah, we should have
we
should actually have all the links in the descriptions of literally every single website that this thing's available on. So yeah, just go click on those things. Make sure to Twitch and YouTube for Devon and Adam respectively, and then listen to my music and Twitch if you want to. Follow us on Twitter. We should post a lot, and also at It's the Horse Pod on Twitter.
Bye.
This is David Draymond coming at you at the end of the Insert Title Here podcast, once more saying this is the only podcast that David Draymond has ever or will ever appear on or endorse. Please enjoy more soothing sounds of Insert Title Here on the next episode, where we unveil the truth behind Devon's butt.